Hello, hello, it's Kitti Andrews with Declutter the Brain coming to you live on Facebook. It is Wednesday, February 2nd, and here it's kind of a crispish winter day, and I hope it's a pleasant day where you are. Okay, yeah, rewind here. All right, we are on day, sorry, it was sunny a few minutes ago, and now all of a sudden it's gray, and it kind of threw me off a little bit, forgive me. All right, so we are on day 471. I can't believe it. My Facebook Live started back in, hello Michael, one of my Ys. Started back on April 2nd of 2020 in an effort to reach out to people in the middle of COVID who were wondering what the hell is going on here. All right, now I did a lot of work with print yesterday, and now I'm looking at some more print, and I'm just saying, okay, right, yes, okay. Hello, Michael. Okay, right, day 471, and who am I? What do? I am Kitti Andrews with declutterthebrain.com, and entrepreneurs and startups, they hire me to help them to eliminate their physical and mental clutter so they can put more focus on making more money in their business, or even just creating an amazing life for themselves and their families. Hey, and that's good too. We're all entrepreneurs in our own way. All right, just trust me on this. Now I do have a total of 20 years, over 20 years experience helping people to declutter their physical and mental landscapes. Trust me. It's a long story, so we don't have time for that here. So I do believe that physical clutter and lack of concentration are very closely related. So I've developed, wait for it, a step-by-step one system which has enabled me and my clients to clear years of clutter without the overwhelm. Yeah, and help them to go from broke and overwhelmed to, well off, organized, whatever your definition of well off is, organized and focused. For me, the biggest one is focusing. But there's a little bit of clutter there every now and then, or there was, but I've been getting through that, my clients have been getting through that, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me, that is not an oncoming train, but hello Pam, I'm going to send you a message after this. I'm thinking maybe 12:30 Eastern, if that could work for you for a few minutes. I'll be in touch. Okay, so I want to ask you, how would it help you to take immediate action on your clutter? My clients have reported, oatmeal mouth today, reported a direct link between their physical clutter and a business mindset chaos, and that directly affects profit, of course. But you clear the clutter, you minimize the chaos, you increase your bottom line, as well as your focus and clarity. Now, before I forget, I want to remind you about our Declutter the Brain Facebook group, which recently hit 175 members. I don't even know how much growth that is. Lots since December. And what do we have? We have weekend warrior challenges, just short little bursts of activity, workshops, which we're working on the schedule. That's what Pam and I have to talk about, and special guests. So come and join us, won't you? The link is not down below because I already have too much print down there, but if you just go to Facebook and type in Declutter the Brain, we'll be there waiting for you. All right, so okie dokie. Now, this week is Ask Me Anything Week, basically a collection of most frequent, the FAQs frequently asked questions that I get. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, client, she said, on Monday we talked about a client who, she said, I've got this huge house and it's all wall to wall, floor to ceiling clutter. It wasn't that bad, okay? It was not floor to ceiling, okay? I have seen almost floor to ceiling in one person's bedroom. Hello, thank you for joining. Anywho, she did not know where to start. And generally I say, okay, well, the entrance or the bedroom, the first and the last things that you see. And she just still said, I don't know, I could start there, but I could start there. And this is very common when it comes to decluttering, of course, is where do I start? All right, and the brain just turns into a pinball machine. So I just said, all right, what is the first, what is the thing that's driving you nuts the most? Bam, without missing a beat, it says dining room table. Okay, well, looks like that's what you've got to do. As I mentioned yesterday, the subconscious knows. The nose knows, the subconscious knows. Okay, that's what you've got to do. So sometimes, what's your takeaway from today? Sometimes you have to throw the rules out the window. And if normally the rules are start with your entrance, start with your bedroom, all of these kind of things. No, you know what? If you are just miserable because your dining room table or your bathroom, okay, pick one, is driving you nuts, then that's what you need to do. It's your space, not anybody else's. It's not my space. It's your space. So you got to do what's right for you. Okay? All right. And don't second guess yourself. This is very, very important because you can say, well, yeah, okay, I'll do the dining room table, but you know, I should do the entrance, but you know, maybe I've been meaning to, and screw it, I'll go for lunch, okay? No, don't second guess yourself. Yesterday we addressed sentimental items. OMG, if I have a nickel for every time somebody asks me what to do about sentimental items. What do I mean by that? I mean, you know, photos, ticket stubs, souvenirs, playbills, and this is a toughie because it involves guilt. All right, about, first it involves decision making. God help us, decision making. No, all right, and especially if you happen to be ADHD, making decisions can be hell. All right, so that's number one, is use souvenirs, but there's a lot of guilt about, okay, I'd rather keep the concert stub from the rock concert I went to with my best friend over the playbill from the play that I went to with my parents. Aw, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that, and welcome. You are on tomorrow, by the way. Your question is on tomorrow. If I didn't mention that already, in one of our, my clients and I have Voxer, so we tend to message back and forth quite a bit. So it can be fraught with guilt. So what is my best way to deal with that is pretend that you're moving cross country, and do I want to cart this across the country? All right, it may still be a tough decision, but that will make it easier. Okie dokie, today we get to Robin's question. Now this is, she had another question, but I've got to address it, I'm going to address it either privately or sometime this week. But it does have something to do with it. She just wanted the decluttering to be done. All right, how do I believe that it's going to happen? Okay, I'm just starting to believe, you know, when I look around at my clutter, I just think, it's no use. I give up, it's never going to happen. Now, put in the comments below if you have ever felt this way, if you have ever felt hopeless and looked around and just wanted to dissolve into a puddle of tears. Now trust me, I think that we have all felt this way. And let's just slow things down just for a moment, okay? Now when you hit that point, how do I believe it's going to happen? Again, it's a toughie. All questions are tough. But what you do have to believe is where it comes into, okay, it didn't accumulate overnight. You've heard me say this before. It didn't accumulate overnight, and it's not going to go away overnight unless your magic wand is a whole lot better than mine. Okay, and I'm the one here. You're out there. If you, it just isn't. And patience is going to be the only thing that will pull you through of this. Now, each one of my clients who is watching right now, all right, and Robin when she watches later on, and a few other people, I have watched them go from absolute despair. Hold track with me here for a minute. I'm going off script. I have watched every single one of them go from despair, borderline on tears of what am I going to do, to wow, I can breathe, I like my place, I like my surroundings. So trust me when I tell you that it can be done. You will need patience, you will need perseverance, you may even need someone like me to help you along, either me or I can guide you to someone else. But trust me, it will be done. Okay? All right. Now, okay, if you enjoyed this video, hit that share button, all right? Because there are people there are people who need a bit of a lift and maybe need to know that there is clutter hope for them. All right, because we have all been there, and that is why you're watching. YouTube. If you don't like scrolling, but maybe you want to see what else this girl with the constantly changing hair while she's growing it out has done, go to YouTube. Declutter the Brain, just type in Declutter the Brain, and we are all cataloged, organized, ready and waiting for you. So life is too short to scrolling through a gazillion videos to find what you want. Okay, there's enough guesswork in the world. Michael, I forgot to do our song about, now the title of today was It's Taking Forever. If it takes forever. Name that artist. If you can, you're a better man than I, because I don't know. But I'll sing it again for you. If it takes forever. And we are going back to the 60s. Not that I'm old enough to remember that. Okie dokie, coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, and startups. How would it feel to double your income? Because you're finally able to focus on attracting more clients, yes, without being distracted by your clutter. Do you just want your clutter gone and your mental clarity back, even if you're not an entrepreneur? Okay, first things first. Track with me here again. Okay, go to declutterthebrain.com, download your 7 easy steps to conquer your physical and mental clutter, all right? And it comes with short little videos, so you're never alone with the process. That's your first step. Your second step when you go to declutterthebrain.com is hit that little book a call button with me, and I'll listen to hear what your clutter really is costing you, and I'll give you a plan to take immediate action. Okay, trust me, you won't walk away empty-handed, and we may end up working together if we're a fit. Huh? All right, remember, now that you have decided to eliminate your chaos, organize your mindset, and increase your profits, click that link below, book your call today. All right, tomorrow, my brain's a pinball machine. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.